So I'm going to share the screen really quickly. We're going to kick into this. We'll have some time together here. There's a lot of really great work we're going to do on this call, and I can't wait for it. And this is all about nailing your offer.
Nailing your offer. Okay, let me get there. One sec, Barry. Okay. All right, so I'm going to start us out, my friends. This is how this call is going to work. So hang on this point for a sec, Barry. This is what's called a crowdsourced call. And if you were here on Monday, so it's the next point, it's going to be the same. So where you'll do some work and then you will, we're going to do a few exercises first. Barry and I will talk you through that. And it's all about how to prepare your great offer with a capital O. What you are going to offer in your first time or reiterate to make it better out into the world. Okay. And we're going to work with you. That's what we're doing today. We're working with you to fine tune that capital O offer. And all great offers solve a specific problem. And that may sound like, oh, no kidding, and kind of a throwaway point, but it's actually what people get wrong because we just like saying, who's your avatar? We think we can help, we know we can help so many people and we don't want to niche down. And the same thing with your offer. Yeah, I can solve so many things with the magic that I do. How do I, get specific? And we are going to help you get specific, particularly from the viewpoint of your avatar. What does your avatar need? Not how you need to serve them, but what's going on in their mind that that they understand. Okay. So, but first, before we get to that, we are going to talk about your avatar, your niche, and that specific transformation your product offers, okay? The work we are going to do today is going to help you get really clear on avatar, niche, and that's my Canadian pronunciation of niche, and the transformation, right? It's not niche, it's niche. And I want you to remember, so all PLF owners, right? So you actually have, you've got niche and avatar work that you can do right now. And I think a lot of you have done it because Barry and I have been in all those comments in Product Launch Formula under the videos. Yes, Barry, thank you. In launching your list, this is exactly where you do your pre-work about avatar. Yeah.
Yep, it's all there for you.
Yeah. Okay, so back to where you can find these things. So in launching your list, you can find your niche and avatar work. Okay, so get in there, gang, and Barry's showing you where that is. Okay.
Yeah, so this is right in launching your list, right in the modules.
First module.
First module, number 4, niche and avatar. And that's what we're going to dig into today. We're going to do a little pre-work. If you haven't done it, don't worry. Second one.
And hang on. So then in the bonuses, the transformation call, the transformation statement crowdsourcing call that we did on Monday is right there. See October 2022. We also have past ones that we've done. But we want you to get into the most recent one that was led by Dorothea and myself. Okay. And that will help you just get a little bit more clarity if you need, okay, on transformation. Okay. Transformation statement.
Awesome.
Right? Awesome. Okay. So here you go, my friends. That's where you can find them. And these are real essential pieces of your business. So even if you've done it before, make sure. Okay, and someone asked, where is that transformation? Look in Product Launch Formula under bonuses, and you're going to see some bonus calls there. Okay, that's where that's sitting, Stephanie. All right, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool. All right. So let's keep going on this presentation. All right. This, man, you guys, if you pay attention here and you get these steps done that we're talking about, and you just have our browser open here, our presentation open here, understanding your avatar, your niche, and your offer is like, these are foundational and they will move you ahead so quickly in your product launch formula journey, because this is the stuff people get wrong. And this is also the stuff that people don't go back and revisit to make sure if their teaching has changed or their avatar has changed a little bit in their mind, but they haven't gone back and done this work, then you're going to be off message. You're going to put something out in the world, but people are not going to hear you, right? This is so important to do. Okay. So heads
And
up, this is where we're
a
at.
tad of foreshadowing into your future, because we know your future in this stuff. Once you launch one thing, your people are going to be at a new problem they have in their life.
Yeah.
And that's where you
Yeah.
go back to refine this stuff again and look at the transformation your product provides, because it's going to be a different transformation now for where they're at. So that's how you start doing second products, masterminds, higher level products, higher level offers to your people. So yeah, it's great. It keeps
That's
coming
great.
around.
Okay. Let's go. Do you want to talk about the?
Yeah, so today we're going to talk about nailing your offer, and nailing the offer comprises of two really important elements here. One is the big promise that this offer solves. This has to solve a problem for your avatar. And you guys write down these two things. This solution has to satisfy two criteria, and write these down, grab a pencil or a notepad or something, whatever you're writing in. First, it solves a problem that they actually want to have solved. I can't tell you how many times we've seen people go down the road and create a product. And, you know, I always joke about these. I always say that's a solution for a problem that doesn't exist. You know, and you see these things on infomercials, or we see these on Facebook ads or Instagram ads. Sometimes you're like, oh, that's not really a problem, but they're making it sound like one, and they've created a solution for it. So don't reverse engineer this thing. Make sure that you're creating an offer that solves a problem that your avatar actually wants solved. Second point, make sure it's a problem that they are willing to pay for a solution for.
Yes.
All right. So that's another one. You know, is this a solution that they want solved? And is it something that they would actually open up their wallet and say, man, this is amazing. This person has laid out the promise so well and the opportunity. I have to stop suffering from this. And I don't care what niche it's in. It doesn't matter. Dog training, guitar playing, coaching, running, athletic health, nutrition. If you have nailed the big promise loudly and strongly enough, and you've met the right people, traffic and offer, those are the two things, the traffic and the offer. And if you've offered them a promise that's so big and you've nailed the offer, this is where it gets really exciting. So,
yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to give Barry, can I give a little tip on how
Of
to
course.
know if you're, thank you. If you're, if people will pay, or if it is actually something people are talking about, you can actually go to Amazon, right? So if you've got, and look at book titles. So if you have an idea of what you think the problem is, usually book titles are, you know, nonfiction, are a solution-based title to what you have to offer. So you can take a peek in there and see, oh, this is something big. This book is selling. Da, da, da. Now, don't go down the track of, oh, I can't find a book around what I'm at. That doesn't mean it's not a viable thing that you have. But you can just take a peek and see, oh, how is this being worded by other people in the marketplace or the big players in your niche? And that's just a good spot to take a peek on what's going on in the market.
And while you're on Amazon, read the comments, read the reviews.
Yes.
You'll always find cool problems that you didn't, oh,
Yes.
that's a problem. Reading reviews on Amazon in your niche is amazing use of time. Put 10 minutes a day in the morning aside to doing that. Good. Second piece of the great offer is the opportunity. It's the solution to the problem and what their life will be like once they have that problem solved. And that's a great offer, really includes that. So we'll hit you up on a little bit of that today. And you'll use this when you're crafting your sales message during your launch, and you can deliver your sales message by text or by video or audio. Don't get hung up on the technology right now. Don't need to do that. Good.
You know, I just want to address one other thing. I'm going off script. Oh my gosh, we're becoming crazy here. Dean asks, you know, we kind of answered your question, Dean, about how do I know it's a problem? And so check Amazon, check around, get in Facebook groups, see what people are talking about. And also when you get into PLF and you start doing the seed launch, then you're going to know a seed launch is about testing. Right. So you're going to, the whole process of a seed launch is not creating some big course ahead of time. It's putting out the elements of the seed launch to see and test if it's something people really want. So don't worry, Dean, we got you covered. Okay. Right, Barry, continue on.
You're not kidding, man. We so got you covered.
Yeah.
This is great. Okay, good. So the big promise, here's an example. This is just an example, but we want to run something by you. Play with this idea. What if there was a system that once learned could immediately get your audience on the edge of their seats, that could radically transform your stage presence and thus improve your business? So this is an example of an entrepreneur that teaches public speaking skills. You know, one of the scariest things in the world to do, and also not being good at it, dead ends a lot of careers because they can't move up, they can't public speak. So this person, this big promise, you can feel that though, right? The problem is the avatar doesn't get the success they want from public speaking because they fail to engage their audience. losing out on referrals, reviews, revenues, promotions, all that stuff. So that big promise is, what if there was this system that once learned could immediately get your audience on the edge of their seats, that could radically transform your stage presence and thus improve your business? You guys feel that promise? Does that feel like a promise?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Okay, and the transformation statement that this person came up with is, I help public speakers, oh, that's not on the sheet, but this is in our notes. I help public speakers make more money and get more referrals by engaging their audience with narrative storytelling and psychological triggers. That's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
So the opportunity that they're pointing out is, when you incorporate narrative storytelling, and it's like, we did the transformation statement on Monday with Donna and Dorothea. You guys did that. This is where this is coming back into your lives. So this opportunity now, when you incorporate narrative storytelling and psychological triggers into your talks, your audience will hang on your every word. Prepare for great reviews, increased referrals, steady revenue.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Barry, can you go back a slide?
Sure.
So just we can show them. So the opportunity is the solution. What is going to be like for your avatar once the problem is solved? Now go ahead and we show this. Right. Hey, here it is. This is what their life is like once it's solved. Check it out. Your audience hangs on every word. Prepare for great reviews, increased referrals, and a steady revenue. That's what they want. Right. So that's the opportunity you're explaining to them in their future life when they follow you, when you solve the problem. Right. So their problem is they're having trouble with public speaking. Well, what if we solve that for you? People are hanging on your every word.
And guess what, you guys? I wanted to tell you something here, face to camera. We didn't put this in the slides because it can be overwhelming, but listen to this. There's a lot that you will have to train people in public speaking. You don't have to put every single bit of that in the offer. All we have to do in this offer is talk about the big promise and the opportunity. Once they're inside, we get to give people what they need. We have to sell what they want. People have to enroll in that promise and opportunity. They have to enroll in that. And then once they get inside, wonderful. Then we get to teach them, here's how you stand. Here's what you do with your hands. Here's what you do with your face. Here's what a lot, but stuff like that, if that weeds its way into your offer, you're just going to lose people. So the offer that we're teaching today this is it, the promise and the opportunity.
Yep. Yeah. Keep it simple. Keep it simple.
See what's happening. Okay. We did this. Oh, no, we didn't. This is great.
Yeah, we did. Oh, no, we didn't. You're in charge.
Here's your work. So we're going to take a few minutes right now, you guys, to jot this down. You're going to do this on your own. Donna and I may share some examples, but really we want to see what you guys are doing. Take a few minutes and jot down some notes. When you're ready, we're going to move on to the next piece, but this is a very brief exercise. We're just getting started right now. In module 5 of PLF, you'll find a sales video skeleton script and exercises and lessons that goes into really more depth in this. But what we want you right now to actually create and start wrapping your mind around this. This is a great exercise to do before you start thinking about your launch. It's so important. Yep. The effort you put into crafting your offer and articulating the power of your offer, it's going to make all the difference in your launch. All right, so I'm going to leave that on the screen. I'm going to set my fancy wind-up clock here for 2 minutes.
I love it. Love it.
And then in 2 minutes, we're going to come back to life.
Yeah. Get your thoughts down. Don't overthink this, everyone. And the key is to think of this from your avatar's point of view. Beginner's mind, what do they need? What can you easily solve for them? Try not to filter too much too. Get something out. And then when we do the crowdsource, even if it's not yours we're crowdsourcing, you will get so much clarity.
And Denise is going to sign up for our public speaking course. How cool. We don't even have one.
I know. You sold it with such authority. It's amazing. Oh.
All right. There's our 2 minutes. All right. Excellent. How'd that go overall? Drop in the comments. Easy, hard, scary, confident, wondering, hard. Yeah.
It is hard. Yeah. Oh, Sue.
All the above. Yeah. Not so easy with 2 minutes. Yeah. And we made it 2 minutes for a reason. Just want to get something on the paper right now. It's good exercise. Good.
Sue had a good one. We can come back to that one. Yeah, you're
Exactly,
still on.
Margot. Yep, it's not clear what people want. We're just doing a little bit, and this is funny. The what's happening underneath what you guys see is happening is here. We're getting your minds to think past I can't and past what am I going to, and actually just putting some line in the sand. That's going to be modified as we keep going. But right now we have to move forward. Have to
Yeah,
really.
and it's also really good, like when Margot said, I'm not really sure. So now you realize, I'm not really that clear. Okay, and then Margot is digging down, which part aren't I clear about? Like, where are you? What do you need more clarity? Like, what exactly is their problem, or what are your people actually saying in their head? So how are you going to dig that out? You're going to talk to a few folks. I actually at the beginning called friends who I knew they didn't have to buy my product, but I knew they were my avatar, so I got their words. Right, so I found people to talk to.
Okay, that's great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's bump to the next.
Oh, Andy says he's not sure he can deliver it on Zoom calls. Oh, yes, you can. Okay. We can help. We can help.
Definitely.
There we go. Yeah.
All right, good. Let me pop this down. And then, Donna, run through how this is going to work, because you did the other day.
Slides.
And it worked well for you.
Hang on. So what's going to happen is you are going to raise your hand if you want to share. Okay. Just like we know how to do on Zoom. And when we call on you, you got to have those 3 sentences we just asked you. You're not going to like, hey, I'm so-and-so, I live in Portland, Oregon, and I have a dog and blah, blah, blah. You're going to share your 3 sentences. Okay. And we can remind you beforehand of your 3 sentences that you're going to share. Then we'll do a great big group brainstorm. Okay. So in the chat, when, I'll make up a name, Sally is going, then Sally's going to put in the chat her 3 sentences. And then underneath we can all, as Barry and I are talking her through it, people can put their ideas in when we go, what about this? What about this? You're going to help in the chat. It is so amazing. When you teach, you learn. Right. And you're going to embed it into your own knowing and helping yourself clarify. Okay. This is so powerful, this way of doing things. And it's very simple. Okay. And as we have here, the best ideas always come when working together. So it's fantastic.
All right.
And we've got, so hang on to some of these really cool questions. Like, what if they don't get the result? I promise. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Right.
Hold on to those. I'm going to leave this on the screen. So these are the 3 sentences we want. 1 sentence on your, so go ahead, and I hope you guys have that written. Go ahead and highlight it and hit Command C or Copy C, however flavor of computer you use, and be ready when we call on your name. We're going to call them a little bit randomly. We're going to try and move through as many as we can. We won't spend a ton of time. And if you guys don't get called on or don't have yours ready, please listen to every single thing that's said. I promise you, whatever we say applies to everybody on here.
Yes. Take notes. Take tons of notes, folks.
All right.
Okay, so you go for it, Barry.
I'm going to stop the share. Everyone has a picture of that.
Hang on. What is the 3rd sentence? Okay. What is it going to be like for your avatar once their problem is solved? What's their promised land? What's their life like once they get over this? Okay, so take a screen cap of this, everyone, so you can see it.
Shoot a picture on your phone. This is what was up for 2 minutes. So this is hopefully what you guys wrote.
Yeah. This is
a chunk of work.
Yeah. And if you're not ready yet, that's okay. You don't have to put your hand up. You'll clarify this as we go along and you'll fix it. It's no big deal.
All right. I'm going to stop the share. Boom. And we're back. All right. Very good. So if your hand is up, I'm going to assume that you've copied your 3 sentences, and we'll have some time to dig into them. Who has theirs copied, and all it has to do is hit Control V. Okay, Kimberly, I'm going to grab yours. Unmute you. Yeah, make sure. Yeah. Oh, Ann, you did that. You have to grab that one more time, Ann. I called on Kimberly. Go ahead.
Okay.
I entered it. Did it go through?
Yeah, thanks so much. Good. So I help high performance women get out of survival mode while keeping their edge. You have so many tools to use in your daily life. You don't have to fight for everything. Ooh.
Okay. So you're helping them get out of survival mode.
Yes.
Okay. Do they understand what that means?
Can you guys hear me? Wait a minute.
Yep.
Wait, I want to mute.
We can hear you.
That wasn't me talking.
Okay.
Got you.
Now
Kimberly
we
got
hear
you.
you. Kimberly, what a crazy day. So do they understand what get out of survival mode means?
Yes, ma'am. My niche does. I work with first responders women who identify as high performance, high adrenaline. So they understand that they have fought for everything they've had so far, but it doesn't really work in their private and personal lives. It works great professionally, but not in their personal lives.
So, okay, high performance women, do you deal specifically with first responders?
Well, that is who I mostly deal with, but I let women decide if they're high performing or not. So I do coach other women also if they see themselves as highly successful, high adrenaline, scrappy survivors, which is so funny that y'all use that term now when I've used it for years.
Yes, many people have, right? Okay, so then what we're asking, so take note of this, gang. So the clarifying questions I just asked Kimberly, her niche and avatar, they understand those words. If they didn't, we'd ask her to change them. Okay, and some of the clarifying, the clarity she gave us on those words, she can put in her supporting copy on her sales pages, on her opt-in pages, right? So the avatar can put their hand up and go, oh my gosh, that's me. Yes. Yep. Right. Okay, go ahead, Barry.
Yeah. So the opportunity, the second one on our bullet points here, the opportunity, the solution you're offering. Yeah, that one's interesting though. And I don't know for sure that I see that in here. I want to crowdsource the 112 people we have on here to dig into this and start saying, what do you see as far as opportunity? What's the solution that Kimberly's offering? And what is her avatar's life going to be like once the problem is solved? Mm-hmm. There's usually a "so that" in there. Mm-hmm. So looking at these things for me, I would say the big promise, the problem you solve is you help high performance women. And that's the line I don't know. Like, achieve what? I don't know. Freedom, satisfaction, higher, whatever that is. And then the solution you're offering. And what's yeah, you're going to take them on and whatever, it's a 6 week, and you may want to even put this in your opportunity. In 6 weeks, what it's going to be like for your avatar is clarity and vision, so that there's some places in here to fill out the "so that" I don't know for your exact audience.
Yeah, exactly.
I wonder if this would be.
Yeah, you're saying there's so many tools, but what are those tools? When they use those tools that you are offering, what is their life like? What is a very specific, measurable thing that you can say? Then when they're out of survival mode, what does their life look like?
Exactly.
Yeah. So what? Okay, and AJ's got some stuff here. Kim, you're muted.
So, I'm going to give you a quick example because, I'm listening to Kimberly's thing and I'm like, I don't know her people enough to do this. Yeah. But I will tell you, in PLF since 2010, I've been launching a program for entertainers that teaches them about the business of show business, the thing I was really good at. So my example in this thing is I show you how to make proposals that sell your act so you can book it in any market. And the opportunity that I offer is in Showbiz Blueprint, you're going to learn about the business of show business so that you can measure your success. Instead of the number of days you're on the road, you can measure your success in the number of days you're home. That's an opportunity that is unimaginable to my people. Like everything, the only money they ever make is when they're away from home, juggling, making jokes, singing, whatever they do. So that's the big promise. So what's an opportunity? The big promise is that I'm going to show you how to make proposals that sell no matter what. That's the promise. The opportunity is this other piece, this piece of their life they can't even imagine right now.
Yeah, and Kim, I'm saying Kim, so Kimberly has here, well, keeping their edge. And so they're just, all you want to do here, you've got kind of a transformation statement written down here, but we'd like you to, and this is for you, it's going to be really effective for you to get, we call it landing the plane, get some clarity on what keeping their edge means while they're out of survival mode. You don't have to fight for everything. What does that mean? So you have to write down. So, and what happens when you do this is you get clarity in your copy, when you're copywriting on all your pages. So when you get some clarity on what you do not have to fight for everything. Okay, what does that look like? Right. So you get it, like you're having this opportunity. Hey, they don't have to fight for everything, but they keep their edge. So you're kind of writing in catchphrases.
Yeah,
And I know you're saying that they kind of understand that. I think you got to get some clarity. So when you're selling something, you have examples and they go, oh my gosh, yes. If I could have that example in my life, I would love it.
and that's what Don is saying about playing on the ground, landing the plane.
Yeah.
It's like I could easily say, you know, you book more gigs, but that's not really solid. Like for an entertainer to be so successful that they can count their success by the number of days they're actually at home and not on the road. That's
Yeah.
mind-boggling. So what's that mind-boggling piece for your people that they go, damn, is that true? Like
Yeah.
that's the opportunity we're talking about.
Yep. And you've got some great, you see those, Kimberly, in the
Yeah,
chat?
really nice in
Got
here.
some really good stuff there. So, and I hope that made sense. Like, I know in your mind, that was a nice transformation statement. Well done. And you've got, I know that like it's clear to you. Let's just flush. This exercise helps you flush it out, helps you flush it out a bit more so you can get some examples, right? And then your people, everybody, when you're writing this out in a sales page or a PLC or whatever, people have to be nodding their head. Oh my gosh, she gets me. Yes, I understand that example. Yes, yes,
Awesome.
yes. That's what we're helping you do here.
And Kimberly, huge high fives for going first. This is not easy. You got
Yeah.
well
You
done.
didn't have a chance to tweak anything based on other examples.
I know. I guarantee you, everyone else on here right now is going, "Oh my god!" Yeah.
Yeah, I'm fixing mine. I'm fixing mine.
All right. Well done.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much.
Thank you, Kimberly.
I'll lower your hand. Who else has one ready to go? Copied, pasted. Nan, let's jump in with you.
We got.
Donna,
Nan.
you pick the next two. Sorry.
No, you whatever you need, Barry. Okay. So who did you pick, Nan?
I picked Nan. Let's see. if
Nan,
she
can
put
you
hers
copy
in.
and paste? How do you raise your hand? The little.
Oh, right under, down on the bottom, it says reactions. Click that.
Yeah.
And at the bottom of reactions, it says raise hand.
Okay, so
Okay, Nan, copy and paste.
I am. There it is.
There we go. Thank you. I inspire people diagnosed with cancer to activate a positive relationship with their cancer. Wow.
The
So
big
if
promise.
you know for sure, we talked about the big promise, you know, this has to be a solution that people really want and are willing to pay for and a solution to. And I loose math, I feel like that is. I feel like you hit that one.
Positive relationship, and you're going to land the plane. You're going to give some examples with that in your supporting copy when you write.
Right.
What does a positive relationship with cancer mean?
So the solution you're offering is learn to communicate with your cancer as the beloved sacred teacher that it is. Whoa. Okay. That's pretty wild. And that's an opportunity as long as that's on the ground and they can see it and feel it. And then let's see, here we go. What life's going to be like. Discover the secret of your inner experience to come back into your great, juicy, vibrant world. I have a feeling that 2 and 3 are reversed for you. I mean, I'll just say that the solution you're offering is this: discover the secret of your inner experience to come back. And it still needs work, of course, which of course it's going to need at this point. But the solution you're offering is to discover the secret of your inner experience to come back into your great, big, juicy, vibrant life. That's kind of cool. And then what life is going to be like is learn to communicate. Well, you know, they're really both kind of doing the same thing, aren't they?
Yeah.
Mm.
You have to learn to talk. You have to learn to be in this relationship. So you then are going to be able to trust and
Totally.
enjoy your inner experience. So it seemed like the one comes before the other, that the other is that what people with cancer say is they want to get back to being to themselves. They want to get past that place of being constantly in fear and unhappiness, and they want to get back to themselves. So
You see
I'm
what you
trying
just
to
said?
then-
Okay, stop for a second. So what you said, what people tell me is, okay, those words go here. I don't think people tell you, I want to communicate with my cancer as the beloved teacher that it is. Do they? Has anybody ever said that to you?
No, because they don't know that that's a
Exactly.
possibility.
Okay.
There you
Yay.
go.
So that's where you're going to take them once they join. Right? You know, oh my gosh, they think it's this. I just want to feel like myself again. And you're like, well, you're going to be a new self because you're going to have this conversation with cancer. This is going to be a whole new path. It's going to be amazing. But right now in their head, they're like, I just want to feel healthy again. I just want to feel like myself again. Whatever they say that you said, that goes here, because see what it is. Like, it's the language they're using. Okay. It's what they think. So what we're trying to do here, gang, is help you to have client-facing copy that people nod their head at, that they don't go, oh, that sounds interesting. I'm not quite sure what that means.
So let's take some time knowing that, shoot, and I lost the name of who we're talking to. I'm sorry.
Nan.
Nan, knowing that Nan helps, I think it was women or people, I'm not sure who that was, but have this new relationship with their cancer. What do you guys, let's crowdsource this for a bit. What happens here for you guys when you see this? Knowing that Nan has this big promise for people, let's take a second and do this. What's the problem she solves?
Yeah, Michelle has a good thing here. It's a positive outlook around the experience of having cancer. That's maybe how your avatar words it, but you know it's worded in a different way when they get into a program with you.
And it's funny, Nan, that's a great example of what I was trying to say clearly earlier was in the promise and the opportunity, we have to give them what they want. And that's where Donna was challenging you. Is that what they call it? So we give them what they want. And guess what? Once they're inside your world, once they've bought into that big promise and opportunity for themselves, that's where you start talking about it being a beloved teacher,
Yeah.
a sacred teacher.
Yeah.
Okay,
Wonderful. But we can't start there.
okay, thank you,
Love that.
Yeah, you've got some great ideas here.
thank
I want to
you.
be myself, and you know what they're telling you. So keep track. I keep a spreadsheet of all the feedback I get and what people actually like their people's words. So I can keep going back to those rather than go way down the track to what I know. Oh no, they say they want this, but really they want this. But no, you've got to say what's in their head.
Yeah. Good.
Thank
All right. A
Thank
lot
you.
there.
So good. So good, Nan.
I'm going to grab Sue, who now says, I am copied and pasted and ready to go. Let's see. Where is Sue?
Yes, save the chat. Save the chat. Yeah, thank you.
Sue,
Save
where
the
are you?
chat
Can
up.
you wave wildly? Let me see. For some reason, I'm not seeing. Oh, there. No, you didn't wave wildly. Somebody brushed their hair.
There's Sue. Okay.
Can you unmute
Sue
or hit
McKinney,
invite to
Are you
unmute?
ready, Sue McKinney?
Mute. Okay, there we go. I put it in the chat.
Yay.
That's fine.
Where is it? Okay, here we go. Are you suffering from, okay, so we're doing a big promise here, right? So the first sentence is the problem you solve for your avatar. So let's just work on this one here. Are you suffering from lack of sleep due to hot flashes? The problem you solve is lack of sleep from hot flashes.
Right?
So we don't have to ask that. And then you don't have to, the solution can be in your medicine cabinet. Join 93% of women who experienced relief with an all-natural herbal supplement.
Okay. So Sue, how would you say this? Okay. The problem. So tell us in the chat or say it out loud. The problem you solve for your avatar is what?
Getting rid of the menopausal symptoms, hot flashes, night
Okay.
sweats.
Okay. So I help women get rid of menopausal symptoms. Okay. And you could niche down, like if you're a hot flash person, right? Is it possible? Yes, it is possible. And then, so that's the promise. And then there's an opportunity, the solution you're offering. So the problem is menopausal symptoms. The opportunity is get rid of them once and for all, or is it make them less, or is it get rid of them with natural solutions?
Yes.
Right?
Right.
Okay. And then any women in here who have this issue, everybody puts their hands up. What is the beloved life after this? So help Sue with your words on, hey, what's life going to be like once the avatar has this problem solved? Yeah, and then you could really niche down on this, like I help get rid of hot flashes that keep you from sleeping all night.
Okay. I like that.
Yeah, feel human again.
Yeah. And the thing about niching down as you listen to this is just understand if you niche down to, let's do this in a crazy example. If you niche down to 57-year-old women, you know exactly how to speak to them. You can open with 57-year-old women who have 2 kids, so niche down to who you're helping. If I help women, we're in a big pool right there. So start thinking about who's the ideal client for you, ideal customer.
Women going through menopause who who have crazy hot
Well,
flashes and can't sleep.
Menopause and perimenopause starts around 35, as young as 35. So anywhere from 35 to 60 years old, or 35 to 65.
So I have no doubt you can help all those people, but I will tell you the language for a 35-year-old woman is radically different than the language for a 58-year-old woman. So that's why we want to niche down to who we're talking to. So that we know how to speak to them, what pictures to use, and everything has to be related when we're making an offer.
And for this instance, everybody, if you're not of a 100%, right, like you may not want to have an age mentioned because, as Sue said, it can have such a broad range, then your way to niche down is specific symptoms that you perhaps want to solve off, the easiest one to solve at the beginning, or the one that is most, people are like, the hot flashes and I can't sleep, right? That could be a great entry point for you. Yeah. I want to know. And then everybody keep telling Sue how you would sleep better.
Yeah. Look at that.
How would I feel? I'll be more productive. I'll actually be happy again.
Yeah. And then the opportunity, how wild, how far reaching can you say that, this is what's waiting for you on the other side. And hopefully it's against conventional wisdom. And you have some way of saying, this is what actually happens.
Yeah. And Suzanne's saying, not everybody has hot flashes. Great. You are not the avatar.
Definitely.
Right. So the avatar, for example, is someone who has hot flashes and can't sleep.
So the product is a botanical called Krilla, but do I mention that?
No, not here. Like you're just saying, I help people this isn't a sales page. This is just this, like what your problem is, the solution that you do it in a natural way. And then once that hot flashes are solved, you will be able to sleep through the night, wake up happy, not go through 6 shirts and soak your sheets, right? And your partner will want to sleep in the bed with you again. Do you know what I mean?
Man, that's a good. You hear what Donna just?
Like Judy really nailed it. Judy, thank you. That looks really good there.
Yeah, this is great. And what Donna just said is like, holy cow, that was just like a sandwich of opportunity. Fantastic.
Yeah.
I mean, if you like bread.
Where they're at.
Yeah.
Yeah, your partner will want to live in the same house with you again. Yes, there you go.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's true. Holy cow. That sounds like it's coming from experience. Okay. Good. Ba-ba-ba-bum.
Okay, so you got it, gang. That's good.
Okay, I see a bunch of other hands up. I'm assuming all those hands are copied and ready to hit V or whatever it is. Command
Thank you,
V.
Sue.
All right, I'm going to grab Christine. Let me ask to unmute, lower your hand, and we'll keep going.
Hi, everybody.
Hey, welcome.
See. Enter. There we go.
Look at this. Donna, let's see.
Okay, the problem I solve. Do you want peace of mind to end of life care? Okay, so tell us, Christine, what problem do you solve? Give us a statement for number 1 there.
Yeah.
What problem do
So
you solve?
my avatar, I think, are going to be baby boomers. My ex and I lost 4 of our 8 parents and had the twins all within 22 months. And so his parents had nothing prepared. So I want to help people prepare for their end of life planning.
Okay, so the problem
and their funeral arrangements.
The problem you solve is preparing for end of life, help people prepare for end of life planning.
Yeah.
Okay, and the opportunity that creates for them, the solution. So the problem is, instead of that is your opportunity, prepare for end of life planning. What problem are you solving? What in their mind makes them go, oh my gosh, I have to prepare for end of life planning?
Being unprepared, having nothing.
But
not
what
even
are they
having
saying?
thought.
What are they saying?
I need to prepare. I need to think about this. I'm stuck.
This is a big question. What are they saying? I don't know if you've hit on it yet. I haven't said any of that myself or heard any of that. But this is where excellent research is going to come in for you.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
Yeah. The problem is, yeah, estate plan, it's a big thing. And you know, because you've gone through it, that you need to do this.
Yeah.
But if I don't even want to admit that my person's dying. You know what I mean? So you need to research what they're saying in their head that they finally go, you know what? I actually have to prepare.
I want to focus on people who want home funerals, if that helps, like more eco-friendly options for, they don't just want a traditional funeral. They want to have a home funeral. They would prefer to be water cremated or be natural organic reduce, like turn into compost, turn into fertilizer.
Well, that's a different thing.
Yeah.
That's a different thing. Yeah. So
the problem you're solving with this is leaving your family with a physical, financial, and legal mess. I mean, that sounds like a little bit about what you're doing. Like, that's number one, the big promise.
Yeah.
You're not going to do this. The opportunity is you're offering them a course, a preparation, something that gets them from where they're at now to where that mess is cleaned up. And what it's going to be like is that they can enjoy the rest of their days in peace, knowing that they've done this simple work, which will save generations of ripples of generations. So,
yeah. And you've got two different offers. So if you're creating a course that helps me prepare, so there is no burden on my family, that's a different thing than having a funeral. So you just have to do it.
Okay. So focus on how we alleviate the burden rather than what we're doing specifically.
Yeah. So you're saying a natural funeral alleviates the burden?
Of planning the, chasing the twins around and trying to.
I know, I was watching that. That's amazing. Yeah.
So the, you want to have a more natural end of life plan. And this is the way that you can do that. Like, you don't really know what that looks like. And so I have a course that helps you explore all of your options and decide what will work best for you and your family.
You see how you articulated that differently?
Yeah.
It's very specific. You want an end of life plan that is in line with your environmental views. And they don't know how to do that. They don't even know where to start. And they want to make sure their loved ones follow through.
And that
so someone was asking, so it's an end of life plan. Wilda was asking that, and I will tell you it is, but that's not how we market it. You're marketing it all through the promise and the opportunity that exists. That is what will build your list, and that's what will make your offer literally irresistible.
Yeah.
All right.
So
wow. And your origin story, hearts out to you, really. I mean, but that origin story becomes a great part of your marketing, and Jeff talks about that beautifully in PLF. You'll see when he starts talking about involving your story into the launch. So yeah, that's a fantastic part of that story is.
You've got good stuff in the chat here, but I'm glad we kind of whittled down to what it really is that you're offering. So you need to be clear on that.
Funnel.
Go bigger later. Yeah, this is good, everybody. Great comments here.
Good stuff. Enjoy those twins too. That's amazing.
Those muted twins now.
Those muted twins. All right, we are going to move forward. Ozair, I'm going to ask you to unmute. You got your thing copied and pasted. I'm not going to attempt your first middle name, second middle name, or last name, but just because I don't want to pronounce
Look at that.
wrong.
Bam.
That's all. Okay, here we go. Promise. Develop self-confidence so that they can have more impact on their ministry. Woo! Okay, that's a great, clean promise, right? Opportunity. Curses to help others. I'm not sure what curse is. To help others, help their leaders without opening their own. Wow, I'm not sure if I got the English on this one all the way.
So
courses, thank you. Courses to help their leaders without opening their own quality of life. I don't know what opening means, maybe it's not the right word there. Let's see, solutions. Exit the automatic pilot. Take pleasure to fulfill the agenda without giving up the comfort of its own comfort.
Okay. I think we had a translation.
Yeah.
We translate it right from a language. Yes, I get it. Yeah.
So let's crowdsource on this because Ozair, I think you're unmuted. But you're teaching clergy, preachers, priests, all that,
Yes.
how to have more confidence
Yes.
when they're presenting. Gotcha. could we get some folks in here in the crowdsourcing to look at what's the opportunity? What's the solution that Ozera might maybe offering? Maybe it's a class, maybe it's a workshop or a master class. I'm offering a master class so that, and what's the avatar on the other end of that?
Christian leaders.
Christian leaders. And possibly with this self-confidence, they're inspiring their congregation, which inspires the community, which inspires the world. So, I mean, there's a big ripple effect here in what you're doing.
Yes.
Mhm. Mhm.
I was also in Christian leaders, and I know about this problem. And they have no self-confidence. They live in armored, poor, you know, and it's a big issue.
Okay. All right. So they need self-confidence in their ministry, and you have a course so that it will help their quality of life because they won't feel sheepish about, you know, they
Yeah.
won't feel afraid to speak, right? And then once they're confident to share the message, everybody, what do you think, you know, what's their life going to be like? What will this Christian leader's life be like?
Yeah, I mean, is that kind of fulfilling so that this minister can actually fulfill the destiny, the work that they're here to do in the world?
Mm-hmm. Reach more people. Yeah. What is the ultimate thing a Christian leader wants? If they're more confident in their speaking, what would they go, oh, that would give me X. That would be amazing.
And quality for their own life.
Quality for their own life. Yeah. Sure. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. They'll feel worthy, right? Shed the imposter syndrome. Yes, Charmaine. Yeah. Talk their walk, walk their talk. Yeah. Talk their walk. I like that, Anne. Destiny. Yeah.
Yeah. That's good. Yeah.
Look at that. You've got great stuff here.
Oh, that's really nice, Sandra. Yeah,
Sandra,
I like that. Yeah, that comes directly from self-confidence, doesn't it? Yeah.
Okay. Do you know how to share or save the chat?
We have a slide on that. We'll show it in a minute here.
So make sure, because you can save it right now if you'd like. You can just see where you would type a message in. There's the 3 little buttons. Yeah, Barry can show you.
There you go.
There. So make sure you're saving it.
Okay.
You've got such good stuff here. The chat will be burned into the video replay. Thank you, Corey.
Burned.
Burned. Yeah. You
you
will
sure
get a
have.
chance to see it again, but if you want it right now,
All right.
do it. That
Very
was a
good.
brilliant crowdsource. Hello. Right? Like you
That was
guys
a
are-
great one. Still,
Yeah.
it's still going. It's still going. All right.
Building-
I'm going to hit Stephanie to unmute. You guys are seeing all this. We're going to keep going. We're doing good. We're going to get a lot of folks into this call. Stephanie, unmute and paste yours in there. Thank you. Burned out teachers. That's the big promise. You're going to build more burned out teachers. No, wait. No, that's your avatar. Okay, gotcha. Eliminate the negative chatter that's robbing you of peace and mind. Okay. Burned out teachers. Okay, so it's eliminate the negative chatter. That's a great robbing you of your peace of mind. Do you know that's a problem? Is that how they're thinking of it?
How would they say that?
That could be some clever wording, which we have to watch out for a little.
I don't know, because I kept going back and
Yeah, reconnoitering. Yeah.
So if you were just telling us, what does this mean?
well, I think it's overwhelm. So,
Okay, overwhelm. Use
Yeah.
that word. Okay.
so
Makes them feel like what?
that they're just being pulled in too many directions. They're losing their confidence because they can't do all that's being asked of them and they want to quit. That's
They're
really
overwhelmed. Confidence is done. They want to quit. This is the problem.
right.
Yeah. Okay. So you see, you can say that.
And where you're at the end is so that they can dump the negative chatter so that they can be calm and confident with a clear head.
I don't know. So I'm like, I keep going because I was the burned out teacher. So I keep going like that's my avatar, but maybe that really isn't. But that's sort of what I know. So not sure if I because the mode that I'm going with is it's like an art journaling. So it's basically getting everything that's in your head down on paper and using both sides of your brain to, doodle and journal and kind of.
So yeah, so that's stuff that's inside, right? That's when we give them what they, what they need. But here on this outside, when we're talking about the offer, we have to have that big promise, and you've gotten this for teachers to stop being so burned out and pulled in all these directions and wondering what you're even doing in this profession. Basically, the opportunity is in 6 weeks, you're going to have this clear head, a full. However this gets worded, this is the magic in here that folks are helping you with in the crowdsourcing here. What is that it's going to be different for them in 6 weeks? What's their morning going to look like? What's their evening going to look like? Their
I
relationships.
eliminate the overwhelm so you love your job again.
There you go. Because whatever you say is the problem, your solution is the opposite,
Right.
right? It's just that easy. You don't have to overthink that.
Right. And I don't want every teacher to quit their job.
No.
Community teachers.
We
Oh,
need teachers,
man.
yeah. So you're helping them to love their job again or to find joy in their job again. How about that?
Well, we got to do something about all the data and the administrators.
Well,
and-
that's in your course. You don't worry about that, right?
Right.
You're gonna teach them.
That's inside, man. That's all inside. The great thing about the offer is, and you guys are totally getting on this call, big promise and an opportunity that's there for them. And what happens on the inside, that's creating the course and that's creating the deliverable. We can,
Yeah, and then what's their life going to be like? That's what we want to crowdsource here too. Like just keep, paint that beautiful picture of transformation once they are not overwhelmed, or they can
Get
deal
in
with
their
the
car.
overwhelm.
Get in their car and drive away and leave it all there. That's what they need to do.
There you go. They don't bring it home with them.
Right.
So
that's
so
a nice piece. Yeah.
if they don't bring it home, that means their family life is joyful again, is peaceful. They can actually sleep at night. They are not thinking about all the extra work they're supposed to do, like whatever, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
So you-
And Margot put a great thing. She goes, it sounds like we're kind of just dumbing down the language. You're like, yeah, because you get about a second of people's time. You get a couple seconds. Like, how simple
Yeah.
can we make this? And using their language is a wonderful way to make them not have to figure out some kind of a riddle. And what are they
Yes.
saying here? Or where are they going? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not the time to be flowery and tricky with your language.
Don't be tricky.
Don't be tricky.
Be tricky and fun when you're on camera and use your isms and everything. But here, as Barry said, you don't have long to catch people's attention. And if you can get this into simple terms, so the work we're asking you to do is really clarify your message, then it's so easy to write all your copy for your PLCs and your sales pages and all these things and tell people in that elevator pitch that we used to call it what you do. This is what you're getting to.
Good stuff. Stephanie,
Okay.
thanks so much.
Yeah.
This is, as we go on with these, yeah, Karen, you're up. As we go on with these, though, they're going to get better and better because everyone's been working on theirs and refining. So
Yes.
still hats off to the folks who went early and are helping us. Karen, you're up.
Yep.
Paste in. Let's go. Oops.
Karen, there we go.
Here we go.
Thanks, Karen. In the cafe.
So I help people to access mindfulness through their 5 senses rather than the traditional sitting still method.
Okay. So the
Wow.
problem is they want to meditate, but the sitting still method doesn't work.
Right. So the big promise is you can meditate and have full mindfulness without sitting. I mean, talk about simple, without sitting and having your hands pinched and your tailbone
Sitting
falling
still.
asleep, whatever it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Really fun. That's good. Opportunity. Healing through the 5 senses uses art and other modalities to help them creatively access happiness and peace. Okay. So the opportunity here, this first piece of it, the solution we're offering is a training or a mastermind or a course. In this course, you will, and I think you're talking about it here, use the 5 senses and other modalities to help and this is where you need to know your avatar. What are they actually looking for? What's the solution that they want solved and are willing to pay for an answer to?
And the solution isn't necessarily tools, right? So the solution isn't I give you a tool. The solution is what the tool gives them. There's a difference.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so
I guess because I make tools and I also teach on tools that
Sure.
I,
But then
been
what does
thinking
that
about.
do for them? Like,
Mhm.
the,
Okay.
like, what is their life like?
Are you asking me?
Yeah, that's what, what it's going to be like for your avatar once the problem is solved.
Well, I think it's the same as the meditation piece. It's just they're accessing it in a different way.
Sure.
So
you have
they
to work-
will be more calm, they will be more peaceful, and they'll be able to have that access to a whole bunch of ways to do that in any situation.
So awesome. And that's great. And it's, once you start talking to more people, so I'd love to hear anybody who meditates, put in the chat how it feels for you. What happens in your life? What's your life like once you actually can do this, and in the times that you've been able to do it? Because Karen's going to need language of her avatar. She's using very generic language right now.
Right. And I just put in the comments, Karen, the problem starts with the first 3 words. I help people. We don't know how to speak to people. You know, we don't really know what their ideal outcome is, like what their perfect life looks like, what we're, what does their life look like once this solution is kicked in? Because it's very difficult with people. If we know it's mothers, if we know it's professionals, if we know it's athletes, it's very easy to paint that picture of what they're doing. So if your transformation starts with I help people, it's really hard to nail down an offer.
Yeah, but go small here, because of course meditation helps the whole darn world.
Oh my gosh, yes.
I'm a yoga teacher, I get it. But you could at the beginning go smaller in a niche and then broaden it out. And just because you do a course or you focus on a smaller niche now doesn't mean other people aren't going to find you and benefit from what you do. But if you can be a big fish in a small pond, this is for everybody right now, more people will find you.
So something like ADHD or something
Sure.
like that, because those are people that are more fidgety.
Right.
Well, and that you have a calling for it based on a story or something, because remember, you're going to share your story, right? So
Right.
why ADHD? Like, is something happened in your life, or did you just realize this is such a benefit and it called you, you know?
I work often with special ed students.
Perfect.
I have, and I have family members who, I
Yeah.
started developing tools to help them.
Awesome.
So-
You see, that is like, now I know. Okay. I do, a friend does, a child does. You're the Karen's the person. Karen's the
Yeah.
person.
But
just
I
when you said-
sometimes worry about diagnosis like that, because some people feel like they don't want to label themselves.
Yeah.
So it would be better not to say ADHD, but
Well, I think it's a pretty one that a lot of people
are okay with.
that people know. And what I've seen when people do get, we'll say a diagnosis, and I don't want to use the word label, they go, oh, now I know. Oh, now I know what kind of tools to look for. Right now, I know I have this, and I can look for specific solutions, which is what you help. Right.
Okay. Can you
Yes.
show the chat save one more time as a slide? I just
sure.
wanna see how to do that again.
Yeah. And I can just tell you real quick,
Thank
there's
you
3
so
dots
much
down
for
in
your
the,
help, everyone.
Yeah.
down in the bottom where you would type your message. If you just
Yeah.
look over to the right, you'll see 3
Right.
buttons.
And that's
3
gonna
little
save
dots.
everything, right?
Yep, 3 little dots, and the top
Okay.
option is save chat. And let me see. I
So
got it.
I'll clarify. Judith said, did I say the tool isn't the solution? I did. The tool is the modality of the solution, if that makes sense,
It's the
right? So you
modality.
don't just want to focus on, I teach people how to meditate on a purple cushion, that blah, 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 right? So the solution in my life is what meditation gives me. Don't just sell the thing, right? I don't just sell yoga, for example. I sell a more flexible, resilient body to athletes. I sell faster running to athletes, right? But yoga is my tool. So meditation is your
Got it.
tool for
Got it.
ADHD to be blah, 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 right?
Yeah,
Got
just
it.
when you said ADHD, all of a sudden nailing the offer
Yeah.
becomes so clear in our minds. We're like, oh yeah, I see the person, I see the big promise, I see the opportunity that's there for them. So let's
Yeah.
get super clear on that. And you're gonna crack up that we're doing this, but we're planting really important seeds right now. Because once you get into PLF, you're gonna go, oh, now we're just studying the avatar, but you've already done this work. You go, I see where this needs to be
I see
refined.
where this goes.
So you could, in theory, do your launch for one group and then do another group of some
Yep.
other type of person, like
100%.
edit, right? So
Yep.
that would be kind of cool.
Yeah, get one done and test it and get all the tweaks out and do an internal launch or do a seed launch and an internal launch and serve your people. And then you'll get the, oh, and then remember, once you do your small course, there's going to be problem solution that they'll want more of you somewhere else. So let the path go, you know, go down that path and then decide, do I need to add in more? Okay.
This was so
Good
helpful. Thank you,
stuff.
everybody.
You
Yeah,
bet.
you will. And Stephanie, you will get transcribed, you know, Corey can chime in about what you're going to get, but you're going to get the recordings and etc.
All right, Denise with a C. You got yours ready to go, and then we're going to keep moving. Oh,
There
here we
it
go.
is.
Thank you.
Yep.
I help women resolve their low back and hip pain from the comfort of their own home so that they can get back to living the life they deserve. That's a good promise.
Okay.
Hey, the opportunity. What if you could get back your daily life activities without low back pain and hip? Okay, good. So that's the solution. And we may not word that as a question. We may say,
Okay.
what if in 6 weeks, it's 6 weeks, or these simple exercises can guide you. And then we get here to the solution so that you could discover where the pain is coming from and how to resolve it with
Okay.
simple steps and solutions. Okay, that's not really the what their life is like at the end of this thing, right? The
Right.
life at the end of it.
Is.
Yeah.
And could you, so you have women, awesome.
Mhm.
Is it mums? Is it women athletes? Is it, because the more you dive down, the more you can speak to, hey, picking up your kids or
Mhm.
bending over or do, you know, or for female athletes, it's whatever athletics they're into, how the pain-free is going to help them.
Right, or even grandparents, it gives it a whole nother
Yeah.
discussion level.
And
Yeah.
why women,
Okay.
right? You see how all of this, once you define things, it's going to make your solution in their life, what their life is like, easier to describe because you have a specific person in mind, a specific.
Okay.
You don't have to go crazy with it, but you know, if it's a single person without kids, that's different than describing how it's better for a mom, you know?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'll share this one thing with you. If you can nail this, what it's going to be like for your avatar once the problem is solved, if you can nail this in a sentence, in a picture, as part of your launch video, that does a lot of the heavy lifting. If you've already built trust, like this is the piece right here. Oops.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yes.
Good. How's this going? I didn't look at the chat yet. What do you guys think about
Is
this? I mean,
typing.
think about this backache thing. And the big promise is, I like this. I like the beginning of this thing, resolve their low back pain from the comfort of their own home. And then that may be where that ends. That's the big promise, is just to relieve this low back pain from the comfort of your own home.
Yeah.
And the opportunity and the solution you're offering is get back to everyday living so that, and then that's what the world is like. That's your last piece there. That's your
Yeah,
what the
get
world's
back
going to be like.
pain-free everyday living.
Mhm.
And then your avatar, depending on what sub niche of women, you know, you can describe the life of moving with freedom, picking up their kids, or like whatever, you know.
Yeah. So then, because the range is 35 to 55, so I need to narrow that down even more because there's different categories within that. It's what it sounds like.
It just makes it easier. You're choosing women, so why that? Like, why women with back pain? Is there something specific to women with back pain, or is it?
That's where the incidence of back pain and hip pain is the most common.
Okay, and then you can dig into that. Why is it more like women who sit at a desk all day? Is it women who, right? So if there is, then go with it. And if it's not, if it's just, hey, just because the way the pelvis is made, then that's a thing. And then you can talk about, it just becomes more generic. That's all.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, what great clarity.
Yeah, back pain will be in your past. Oh, Sandra, that's clever. Will be.
Yeah, that's yummy. All right, let's bring Alex on, whose hand up I see, and her other hand is clearly getting ready to hit
Save
pace.
the chat if you'd like, Denise. Okay.
Look at that pace. There we go. Good. What if there's a way to calm your nerves, secure a pay raise, and leave your boss impressed with how you are approaching things? Ooh, let's see. Big promise. Yeah.
Or come on,
Okay.
not seeing this. Did we paste?
Yeah, Alex down there. Oh, it's directly to me. I'm so sorry,
Yeah, yeah,
Alex,
let's
because
put
I
it-
had written you. I had written Alex. You're next.
Okay.
I'm
There
gonna
you
I'm gonna
go.
paste hers in here. Oh, she did it. Good. Okay, calm your nerves, secure a pay raise, and leave your boss impressed with how you approach asking. Huh? Are you live? Are you unmuted? Let's see.
Yeah.
Yep, there you are. Tell us what the big promise is here. Let's see. I'm not sure I understand that.
So I help women learn how to renegotiate pay rises
Mhm.
to close the wage gender gap.
Okay, so that's it. What you just said. You'll review the recording, but I show women how to close the wage gap by, and then there was a thing you said first, but that was the order here. Like that's the big promise. The big promise. So, you know, this is a way, you guys, a great example of when I was saying earlier, don't get into riddles and don't make me have to think and figure out what it is. Like what Alex just said was so clear, like close the wage gap by asking.
Yeah.
I missed it, but that was what, too many thoughts in my
But
brain.
it was good.
Yeah, it was really good. I was like, oh, I get
Close
this.
The gender wage gap by learning how to renegotiate a pay rise.
Boom.
Done.
Okay.
That's it. That's the big promise right there. The opportunity and the solution you're offering is how are they going to do this? When you get super prepared to incorporate psychological triggers into your negotiation, your boss will be delighted that you asked. Wow. That's a big solution. That's really cool. So you'll learn how to incorporate psychological triggers. And then let me go on to the last thing. So your boss will be delighted that you asked. And then we have prepare for better.
One of our objectives for this negotiation is to make sure that you're leaving your boss impressed, that you get what you want and they're happy as well,
You're right.
because you've got a relationship that you need to maintain.
That is amazing. Yeah, I think all three of these answers are excellent.
Better pay and conditions. New career progression opportunities when you demonstrate your negotiating prowess. There you go.
I'm going to channel Margot and say, what would this look like to a fifth grader? If we were to explain this to a fifth grader, you know, a little bit there, but you got the big picture here. This is really super. And this is stuff you'll come back to when you're making your offer.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's good. And you can exactly use less insider wording as well. Right.
Bless.
Awesome. Win-win. And you can use that.
Cool.
Win-win. We create a win-win situation.
Yeah, damn right.
Damn right. Woo. Yeah, and you've got some other things coming in here too. More money, more opportunities, increased stature in your company. There you go. Michelle, that's it.
Awesome.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Negotiate the pay you deserve.
The pay you deserve. Yeah.
Changing the
Okay.
world.
Yay.
There we
Thanks
go.
so much.
Yeah. Really nice. That is well cleared up. Okay. Ana, Edna, Gonzalez, all three, you're up.
Good. I knew there'd be some excitement going on.
Man,
I
she
knew
has-
there would be excitement.
I think she would have pasted a little sooner had she not had to throw her hands up. But
I
you know,
know.
we're all into the celebration here. It doesn't matter.
Woohoo!
And I'm going to ask you to unmute. There we go. Dun, dun. Did you hit enter on your page?
Sorry, I was working on it.
Okay. Oh, do you want to come back?
I'm ready. There
Okay.
you go. Thank
I'm
you
here.
very
I'm here.
much.
There we go.
Okay, waiting
Okay.
for guys.
Okay, so you put your avatar in it just so we have a little reference, which is fine.
Yeah.
Business owners who are successful in working with their high performance teams. Okay, good. Okay, here we go. Focus and achieve the next level of success for your team, regardless of distractions, obstacles, or change. Okay, let's see. Is that a big promise that your people want? Focus.
That's what they say. These people have been my coachees for, say, 15 years. So we've been growing together. And
Okay,
that's what they say. Distractions are what our main issue today.
gotcha. So the solution you're offering them is to get rid of the confusion, overwhelm, and decision. And then here's what they're.
Make a greater difference.
Okay, that's fine. And here's the what their world is like once you get going is to make a greater difference in your world, by bringing meaning into your team beyond your own success. Okay.
What they want is to since they are already successful teams, so they want to find meaning, personal meaning, through their work achievements. kind of, I've been working with them on aligning their personal meaning with the meaning at work with their jobs.
Yeah. So what's their problem? I'm trying to figure out from this top one that right now, business
can't
owners who already
focus.
are successful working with high performance teams, what's the problem that they have that they want a solution for and are willing to pay for?
The focus is the main thing.
They don't have focus. They don't know how to focus.
Focus in what way?
Like
I mean,
distractions from the everyday, since they are already so successful, they get distracted with the environment or with the new issues coming up in their day to day, and they are finding it difficult to adjust to fast change.
what's the problem they say in their head? What do they say to themselves? Oh my gosh, we have problem X. We need to solve this.
Yeah, we can't achieve the results that we know we can achieve because we are getting distracted. And
Okay,
we
so you
cannot
say
focus.
that. I help these owners achieve the results they know are possible by eliminating distraction.
All right.
Or just not even, or stay focused to blah, 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 or stay on point or stay on, right?
They know are possible is a great one.
Yeah.
And we got to get really clear on what the problem is. And I'm not sure that if focus, just lack of focus is enough of a problem that someone, clearly they'd probably like it solved, but are they willing to say, hey, this is something, you got to nail this in the solution, in the opportunity. You have to nail this on the ground. And I just don't feel like that's quite there yet. To get rid of confusion, overwhelming indecision, make greater difference in your world, and bring meaning to your team beyond your own success. Yeah, that needs to be ironed out a little bit. And I just got to get this to something where it's.
Because I'm using the words they use. That's what's making it so difficult for me.
That's good.
What I help them with is a process, a coaching process that actually I created with them. It's like, imagine like a huge seed launch over the years. That's what I've been doing, working with them and creating new content. And so now I want to offer them a structured process where they can identify what they really want and then focus on that so they can get inspired and motivated to achieve.
Yeah, is it identify the main, I'm going to use the word thing, which is the wrong word, the main project, that will move their team forward to greater success. Do you help them identify?
That I help them identify that they know the project, but the thing is sometimes they think that they know what they want, but not always.
Yeah,
it's like going deeper on that so they can get.
You're too far ahead, right? So you need to. So someone asked a question: how do you articulate this if they don't know what the problem is? But you are articulating the problem that they say they have.
Exactly.
So that is what you're doing. So is their problem prioritizing and planning? Denise, nice.
Yeah, and what's possible, once they have that, they're focused and they know how to prioritize and plan what's possible. And it has to be a very big, unimaginable reality that you're offering them in that opportunity. It has to be really big.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Impact and work that aligns professional and personal values or something like that.
It's interesting too, what Dean said, yeah.
That's it. Impact
and work that aligns professional, I'm trying to type here, and
Thanks,
personal
Dawn.
values.
Yeah, if these are
what
leaders, oh, sorry, go ahead.
Nope.
Oh, if these are leaders and they're unfocused, they have a cap on what they can do. And the worst thing in the world for a leader to have is a cap on what they can do. So getting focused, getting clarity, creativity opens up the well. And I'm completely channeling off what Dean wrote here. They may have already accomplished what they need. And how do they move on to that new challenge if they're
Exactly.
stuck?
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay, download the chat.
Yeah. Thank you guys.
So good. All right, I'm going to go to Mr. Anthony, and then we'll come up and come back around. Let's see, Anthony, unmute
And
there.
I just want to say something. So there's a lot of people, a lot of hands up. We're not obviously going to get to everybody. That's fine. Instead, don't be waiting here for your turn and not paying attention.
Oh God. no,
Okay.
please.
Pay attention as if we were talking to you and modify your thing now. Take notes, because not everybody's going to get their, get called on. And that's not the point. The point is to use this hive mind to go, oh, that made sense to me, and take notes. Okay?
Wow. Well, Donna was giving that great instruction for you guys. I read Anthony's, who's up now, and I'm like ready to sign up, dude. I mean, look at me.
Let's go.
Let's go. Take off my shirt and get into a pickup basketball game. Are you kidding?
Harry, you're a specimen. Let's go.
Dude, you nailed it. That's so great. So help men in their 50s get their body back without the long, insane workouts and strict diets. Lovely
Yes.
promise. Yeah. And then with this 50-day body transformation challenge, so we have to let people know, if we're going to say 50 days, we have to let them know that they're better on day 2 than they were at day 0. It's not waiting till 50. It's like every single day of this, you're building towards that machine. That machine that you're going to be. Joint friendly, I love. And habit program laid out for them that they can be done at the home or in the gym. Okay, so we just got done saying, oh no, that was okay, yeah. Without the strict diet, it's great. Okay, and then 3, so they can feel confident enough to take off their shirt at the pool, play with their kids, and maybe some softball. See, that's a cool, you nailed the opportunity, man, on this call. This is just a really nice one. Like, that's the unimaginable piece, what you have there for number 3.
And do you see everybody how, Anthony, he knows his avatar. They want to play with their kids.
Yeah.
Right? They go to the pool. You get it? So that's what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can also, if you didn't say the 50-day body transformation, like that's your thing, right? You could take that out and you say, with a joint friendly fitness and habit program laid out that can be done at home or in the gym. Yeah, go ahead. You need to unmute.
Oh, you were on. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah. The program's called 50 for 50. So I guess I always have that in there.
Okay.
It's 50-day trend. So that's why I always kind of think of that.
Yeah, that's cool though. That's good. 50 for 50.
Oh, so good. Yeah. So I don't know if folks have any more crowdsourcing of that, but those 3 points you put there, man, that's you when you get around to writing your offer and you know your person that you're going to attract with your lead magnet when you start going with PLF. Have you done anything that's online yet before?
Yeah, actually, I kind of did. I called it beta. In your language, it's seed, right?
Seed one, yeah.
July and September. It wasn't meant to be beta October 31st, but or seed, and it was. So I didn't get a lot. So it's kind of drove me to do this and figure out something is missing in my messaging. In the whole system. So I've done it a couple times. So I've had, let's say 12 or 15 people who paid, or close to 20 people who went through it, some testimonials, everything set up. So really, because I was planning on all this for January 1, right? For obvious reasons, right? I'm hoping that I could do this. I have 1,000-person email list right now.
This is gonna be great.
Magnet that's going well. So and the social media I started in August. So that's getting building, but that takes time, but still.
Yeah. Hey, well, man, number one thing is, your people, this opportunity, the solution you're offering, and what they want their life to look like at the end of this thing. Lean into those, just make those your 3 pillars you stand under that are holding this cool roof, and everything you do is just like protected and in there. So, and before you go, will you show us your 6-pack? No, I'm kidding. Don't show us your 6-pack.
And Anthony had some good points there that, I've tried this on my own. I did this. I didn't quite get the results. It went out in beta. Now what you're going to do with the power of product launch formula is we have the exact, we have script templates. We have all the pieces that you've been missing that you'll see. Oh, I get it. That's how this goes together now. So you're nailing it. This is good.
So
cool.
good.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, welcome, man.
Well
How cool. Sandra, let's jump into your world and see what's going on. What did you guys get from what Anthony just did? Did you make some notes for yourself? While you were listening to that, did you take some notes for yourself and tighten that up?
Seeing how concise he was, I think that's a great
Yeah, and the key to knowing his avatar and what they want, like that's it, man. That's so good. Okay, Sandra, let's see what's going. Oh, Sandra, will you repaste that to everyone? I sent you a private message, so it was defaulted to come back to me only. One of the tricky things I send people messages saying you're next. So there we go. I help moms who love everything they own. Wow, that's fun, but things still don't quite work. They want a beautiful home without buying new stuff or hiring a designer. Oh, interesting. Oh, I think I heard you on one of the calls the other day. Shoot, okay. Maybe I should hold off on that. Okay.
So they want a beautiful home without buying new stuff or hiring a designer. Done.
Awesome. So using my 3-pillar of home healing. Oh, that's a fun name, isn't it? I show you how to create a beautiful supportive space for you and your family. You will come away with a sustainable home that you love without buying anything new.
Okay.
Dang.
Is it working?
So let's, so you're saying the same thing over and over a little bit.
I did feel like I was repeating myself. I asked about whether the solution is in the opportunity a bit like too many times, or
I help moms who love everything they own. So there is something about people who have decorated, because they've already decorated with the things they love.
Yeah,
and
but it's not working.
Work. Yeah, so that's what you're helping people do. Like so there's a tweak.
Yeah, so the big promise is make your home beautiful without buying anything new.
Well, and
simple, isn't it?
They're doing that. So yeah, so let's say you're right, Barry. So okay, make your house beautiful with the stuff you already have. And then there's that piece of, do you think it's important, Sandra, the piece of you've already done it? Like, does it matter to even say that they've already done it and it's not working? Does that could be in supporting copy somewhere else?
Yeah, maybe. It's sort of what I get asked is, this is a photo of my room. Can you help me? Like, that people just want it, like they already have everything they like. They just want to fix it. Sort of
I think
thing.
a lot of people probably do that. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the question I get asked a lot. And it's whether I can actually sort of repackage that into an offer or into a problem as such. Like, that's what I was saying before, is how do I tell people they have a problem when they don't know they have one?
They do. They come to you and say, my room just doesn't feel right. Like, I've put all my stuff out there, but it doesn't feel good.
Yeah, that takes awareness sometimes. And a lot of the time people don't actually know that the way their room is set up is depleting their energy, or,
that stuff is good. Yeah, that stuff is inside the course, Sandra. You never bring that into the offer. The offer is all about that promise and opportunity. So, I mean, you don't even have to do that work. That's the stuff you get to teach inside. Hey, guess what, you guys? There's work involved in this, but that's great. They've already said, I want this. So you're really just working on this sentence here. Like, home healing will help you create the sustainable supportive home for you and your family, so that, what happens when they have that supportive home? That's what I think is missing from this thing right now.
Mm-hmm. What does that look like? And that's where you can put in the stuff doesn't quite work. You feel like it's something like everything you own has a perfect place in your home, and it makes you feel at peace.
Oh yeah, look at harmony.
Yeah, well, and do I bring the sustainability element in as well, or is it too much? Because it's sort of, you're not getting anything new, there's less consumering and that sort of thing.
It starts to niche down. You're going to certainly appeal if that's a focus of yours. You're going to certainly appeal to people who are into that whole movement. That's
you create a sustainable, supportive home for you and your family, so that blah blah blah.
How we position our business and our offer really defines who we get into our world.
For sure.
That's the most wonderful thing,
because you want people who are interested in that. So if you exactly what Barry said. What Barry said. Yeah.
Whatever he said.
Yeah. Great.
Hey, Donna, we got to 29 minutes after the hour.
We're done.
Thanks so much.
I'd love to spend all day with you guys doing that. And the good news is we get to do that in PLF.
You will be doing that in PLF. You will have coaching calls. Guess who you'll see on the first group coaching call? Oh, Barry.
No, is it true?
Yeah, you.
Wait, you decide who all that happens, don't you?
I'm in charge of that. I am the boss.
You're the boss of me. Here's the Zoom directions. Let's see. Yeah, so grab your Zoom, you guys. Those 3 dots down in the bottom where you've been writing notes. Over on the right, the top choice is Save Chat. Do that. And is that it? Let's see. That's it. No more slides.
No more slides. Yeah. Well done, everybody. Well
Can you
done.
guys put in?
hope-
Oh, I'm
Go
sorry.
ahead,
Before
Barry.
we sign off, can you just spend the last? We'll do the last 30 seconds. One takeaway that you got from this, that you really just said, okay, this got clear, or I came to this conclusion, or I realized this, or I realized this mistake.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's love to grab these.
Dumbing it
they're
down.
cemented in for you. Yeah, simplicity and clarity is key. Holy cow. SMART goals, yeah. The specific, measurable, attainable, relative, and time bound. Yeah.
Yeah. The solution is the transformation, right? That's what you're selling all the time. You're selling the transformation. Don't
Someone said, I have a lot of
complicate.
work to do. It went by so fast. Oh, there it is. I have a lot of work to do. Amy, I think, what if you don't? What if you make this really simple? What if that first seed launch is just really simple? You have a promise and you have an opportunity.
Yeah, Judith, I love these too. They're good. They're good.
3 sentences, man. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Keep it simple. Good.
Yes.
You've all got it. You all
Christy
got what
sending
we
a
wanted
kiss.
you to get.
Yeah, so good.
Goal achieved. Goal achieved. So remember, if you didn't have your specific question answered, that's okay. You got so much gold here and so much, keep it simple. How can you do that? How can you keep it simple? And remember, you have access to the Product Launch Formula Alumni Facebook group, which is a gold mine for you to get in and share your copy, and people can brainstorm with you there as well. All right.
Cool, you guys. Donna, thanks so much.
Barry, love you, my friend. That's
Corey, who's
always
behind the
so much
scenes, who held
fun.
it all together for us. Thank you, sir. We'll catch
Corey,
you guys.
rock. Yeah, thank you everybody for being here. Thank you, thank you. Welcome to the community.
Yay.
Yay.
So good. Bye, everyone.